Yeah, you'll have to forgive me. I'm like extremely exhausted at the moment. Um, One of my cats decided that he wanted to meow all night long. So I got like 1 hour of sleep. Uh, so as of yesterday, I wound up getting my character, as you see, above 450. I started at thinking like 442-ish or whatever. I had done, I was working on the Territory War quest, which is working on your faction reputations. And that had me doing a couple of the, what's it called? The little exfil missions. I don't know what exactly they're called. And that put me at, let's get to the quests, I should be at step 14, I think. Yeah. So I'm currently working on Territory War, step 14. Yeah, I also tried to do this way between quest where I managed to figure out how to get past the 3 shielded invulnerable guys. That one was a pain because I accidentally, it took me a while to figure that one out. But every so often they sit there and they charge up and do like this massive explosion. You have to like activate the internal mechanisms of the shield generator to get them to blow that up. And when they do blow that up, it opens up an area that sends you on the bike chase to pick up these shadow charges, and you go through and you use those shadow charges to you convert it to a special attack to break their invulnerable shield, and then you can kill them. And I got 2 of the 3 taken out, and the third one I ran out of those charges, and I tried to go back in and do the bike race, and I guess once you collect it once, you're done. So after that, after 2 rounds of trying that unsuccessfully, I kind of gave that a break. So I gave that a break and went back to doing the Territory War. The Praxis Path I need to get done at some point. Last time I tried it, I think I almost beat it, and it was in the like conversation bit before the portal opens up to let you out, and I ran out of time. But that one, I got killed a few times trying to get past a certain guy that was blocking my path, which that alone itself was enough time that I could have used to beat that. But we'll try that again at some point. But I'm going to work on the last bit of Territory War. I think I only have to reset my reputation, who I choose, and that should be all I need for that. And that should move me on. And this isn't the one that kept me up last night. He was quiet. It was his other brother that was keeping me up. He's a black and white tuxedo that he's adorable, he's sweet, but he is such a so let me get this started. Okay, I'll cross my legs. There we go. So I have to figure out what these are too. I don't think I've done these freehold or the smuggling or sabotage missions yet. I've only done the exfiltration ones, the contested territory. Or a bounty hunt. I know I hate invasions. I don't like PvP. Oops. check this. So also after the last, what's it called, contested territory one, some invader came in and was like killing me left and right. I don't know what was going on with that, but he was like blasting me left and right with not Storm Trance but Chaos Reach, and I had died at least 4 times to that. Let's figure out what that was about. There is an ability that I can pick up that will help me find those things. But right now I like using the shield and the heal. The next one, let's see. I use the shield from them, and I think the heals are from. They're called Revitalize. That feels like that would be a fallen ability. Falcon and Order. Maybe not. Maybe that is a Kubab with them. Oh no! Revitalizes Spider's ability. And that one's maxed out, I think. He has a drop pod or a behemoth. The other one had a mortar and Falcon. I'll come over this way. Do that. Alliance locked. Daily priority contract completed. How do I reset this thing? I'm gonna look this up because I have no clue. So it says the next daily reset is what I'm waiting for. Actually, daily reset. 10 a.m. Pacific, which is noon Central. And it is, I don't have my watch on me. What time is it? Oh, it's 11:20 a.m. right now, so I have about 40 minutes. Alright, so I'll probably do like a couple Vanguard quests right now. So special ammo weapons rapidly. Master with trade-off. And pinnacle op. Alright. That. I need to find the pinnacle op. How do I get the full list of things? This interface drives me up a freaking wall. figure out how to get the overall list of items. So I used to get like where I could scroll through a whole. Oh, it's that I was thinking of. Now what's a pinnacle? Okay, well, I'll just do this because I need to knock this out anyway. Oh, I have the void damage. I need something that uses special ammo. That uses primary. Thank you.
The Fallen will continue to claw at the walls of our city unless we strike them down. Beneath the ruins of the Cosmic, in the shadow of an old colony ship, we've located the House of Devil's Lair and the High Servitor, feeding them their strength. We must destroy this machine god and send their souls screaming back to hell.
Fallen and Hive. Let's hope we can avoid the crossfire. Great. The way out of here is sealed. Pretty complex. I'll need time. But just so you know, there's more Fallen and Hive on the way. barrier is down. We can move now. The lair is up ahead, under that colony ship. Just on the other side of all those depths. So this is the Devil's Lair.
To survive. They always do.
Okay, so let's see how we did on this one. I don't know how we could have done that any better unless there's ways to add in like options. Okay, so hand cannons. Alright, so I'll switch over to solar for the next one. can't adjust anything. Switch to solar. Switch up. The sun bracers, but I have stuff in that.
Approaching the temple, Pedro.
Copy that. Standing by.
We're heading inside now.
Good. Descend to the heart of the temple. You're looking for one of the Queen's Techians. Tech witches, you Guardians call them. Her name is Sadia. She was taken, but she can be saved. Her will is not her own. Grant her the mercy that she cannot grant you.
Let me have a look at that console. This is some kind of elevator. Sabotage the elevator.
like something with my setup. I used to have something's different when I try to adjust my attacks or something. So not every what's it called is accurate. The YouTuber with builds.
There she is. Let's bring her back to the light.
Alright, so I want to adjust my solar build here. And my loadout. So 453. Replace. Hello, kitty kitty. Hello, bunks. Alright, so 456 was the best that I got. It's been upgraded, not yet. And this is the normal glove. So let's upgrade you. Let's see, what are my other solar options? Oh, extra fusion grenade. And grenade. Alright, so that is what I need to focus on for this. I need to switch that to fusion grenades. So 452 to 455. That's weaker. Alright. So I will put the sun bracers back in the storage. I don't use this. That would be nice, but I like the extra fusion grenade. At a 455. Put that back. Right. So I have that can go back. This can go back because I now use this can go. Right, so for solar, I use this. For strand, I use that. For void, I use that. For arc, I use that. For stasis, I use that. Okay, so I have everything I need. These can go. Like, then if that, and if I'm using anything, I will use this. So these two can come out. 400 and 423. I'll bump you up with the 423. At least for now. You can go. Alright, so for weapon. What do I have too many of? Oh, pulse rifle. Why the hell do I have that? Ooh. Dang it. That's a nice feature. Alright, so you go there. You can go. You 453. You'll just be used as upgrade fodder. What did I pick up for truck? Patrol, beat a fallen spider tank anywhere in the cosmic realm. Strikes, complete the Devil's Lair with Solar Voider Art. What time is it? We got about a little over 10 minutes. Alright, so... I need strand final blows. That's easy. Oh yeah, I was wanting to change a few things. I need to switch this back to fusion grenades. And I like incinerator snap. Heat rises, I do not care for. Alien, I like. Already, the touch of flame. So, fusion grenade explodes twice. Let's see what our abilities are. Powered melee attacks against combatants make you near one. Radiant. Bad. Defeating scorched targets grants a fire sprite, which grants grenade energy, which is nice. Healing Rift or Empowering Rift. I like that more. Yeah, I do like that. Extending the ability. Your class ability recharges faster when you scorch. this one, let's see what we can swap out. That's nice. Need to remember resolve. One's already buttoned. Powered melee attacks are your solar ignition spreads scorch to effective target. That could be good. Actually like that. Orbs of power is interesting too, because that, I think, gives me energy. I don't know if I should go for blistering or orbs. Not on the keyboard. I'm torn. I think I'll go for this one for now. See how that goes. Alright. This one should be set up, so let me overwrite that. And we will go over to Strand now. And this one I actually need, I still need more, what's it called? So I'll temporarily add that. Need to do these battlegrounds at some point too. We'll do this one next. 5 C grades or single B to move on to the next training exercise. Those are locked. I think I'll stop at that. Now I'm curious if I'll have to do this solo or... so that just reset. Anything fast?
Ah, Guardian, Ghost. Lovely to see you at my doorstep again.
Get rid.
We have a taken infestation. I very much appreciate your help.
How bad is this infestation?
You'll see soon enough.
That's a lot of blight.
It certainly is. We're trying something new, courtesy of our Cabal allies.
Using pyramid?
Precisely. Protect that device, and it'll clear out the blight.
And how much has this been tested?
It's being tested right now. By you. Of course. nest, surely one of them is bound to be a bit bigger than the rest.
And fleshy, with tentacles? Devrim hasn't seen a hornet recently.
Well, out it goes.
realize I was in a area that I couldn't res.
Guardian, you have my thanks. Especially for continuing to keep the EDZ safe amongst all the hubbub going on so far from home.
Home is where the taken are, eh?
Alright, so while I was in that, I actually managed to automatically complete step 14 because I just needed the timer to reset. So we'll figure out where we go from there. And we'll figure out what we got from that. Let's see. Step 14, Step 15, a new day is dawned on the lawless frontier because you completed yesterday's priority contract. Completing syndicates will now offer you additional incentives for allying with them instead. You may now ally with a different syndicate for extra rewards or stay loyal to your current syndicate to keep doing jobs. And I think I'll swap them out just to get the extra reward items. And let's see, so we got that. About a quarter of the way for that. Alright. I got something, a new emote, apparently. So new helmet. It's also $455 anyway, but all these are trash. That's the one I want to keep. That's locked, unlocked. That can be trash. Gloves, a lot of items. 454, 439. That's the one that's locked, locked, locked. So both the 455s can go to upgrading these. So get one of them, and you get the other, which is only at 1 point, but a 1 point. For this armor, 454 to 458. This one will get put onto my main. Can I upgrade this another? I wonder why I can't upgrade that 5. And then 455. I'll put it on there. I'm more likely to use arc before I use solar. Alright. New items there. Got a new armor item. The ornament. Yeah, I don't need to see that. It's that one there. So we'll head down to, we'll get that at the end. Let's just pick up the next quest. Yeah, I did not like that thing where if you use one weapon, the other ones get more powerful, but yours gets weaker. And then you have to switch to like your secondary or your tertiary weapons. I did not like that. Especially because you have to worry about ammo. Or it might have been just a slot thing, but I didn't like it. And while we're doing that, positive outlook at 443. Oh no, this bow is what I got. At 438. Nothing's under 438. Like some interesting. No, that's not the item. This here. The 443s. We'll actually attach to and you are at 455. That's important. I don't think I have anything under there. Didn't care for that perk. Upgrade you. 450. Few points, but I might need it for the Praxic Blade stuff. And now, do I have anything under 438? Nope. So that can just get trashed. Or 440. Alright, so I'll come back later today because apparently I get a 50% bonus on stuff. Strengthen your Actually, let's look at the full quest. Strengthen your ties and unlock greater rewards by reaching rank 3 with any of the syndicates. Completing contracts and depositing dark matter ingots will increase your reputation with that syndicate. Now I'm allied with Totality Division, so I have to go after Pikers or Tharsis Reformations next. So I'll come back later tonight and knock those out. Okay. Oh, I didn't realize I could get credit for that in a dungeon. So I need to switch over to Solar for a bit and try and get 150 kills. And then Arc, get another 150. Alright, cool. Oh, I'm gonna call this a day, but you have a good one.